Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video for you. I just did a video about my top 10 best priced collectibles for Veve to start off February. I wanted to do a little housekeeping really quickly before I start my next video, which is comic books, okay? I had a little bit of a typo in that video, and it was about Minnie, and the Disney collectible that I had. I think I have ranked number 2. It typoed in there, said there was 1,000 editions. There isn't 1,000 editions. I just wanted to clarify really quickly that she's got 13,000 editions, more like 14,000. So that was just one little typo there that I did. And just so anybody who's watched that video, is now watching this one, understands that there's more than 1,000 versions of her, right? You'll see it if you look at her in the marketplace. Anyway, the second thing I wanted to do is I mentioned in the thing, I made a little bit of an error about, rare collectibles getting 2 points with the Master Collector. The collectibles don't get 2 points if you're a rare, okay? You get 1 point for the collectible, and if you have a rare edition of a collectible, you get an extra quarter of a point, so it's like 1.25 points for a collectible. The comic book rares, they get 2 points, okay? So I just wanted to clarify that, just in case anyone was wondering about from my last video. Anyway, housekeeping done. Now I want to get to my next video here, which is I'm making it like pretty much the same day. It's about the 10 best priced comics to start off February. I think I have a really good list for you. I checked out the marketplace. There's still really good deals. We're still at the bottom end of that dip. It's starting to come up now. So these prices are going to change quickly. They may have already changed a bit. Okay, this is Sunday night, January 30th at about, just 8 o'clock. And so for the beginning of February, I just want to get this out just before February starts, right before the new week starts. Anyway, let's get into it right now. My number 10 pick right now for comic books is any of the new Spider-Man comic books, okay? The commons, okay? And this is just one I showed, The Web of Spider-Man. This is a great one. I love this comic. I put him in other videos before. 21,000 editions on all the new Spider-Man ones. So, the 6-part series that came out. They're between 15 to 20 gems right now for the commons. So this is great for Master Collector. You can pick these up super fast, and they sell really fast as well. So I just wanted to put that at number 10. These comic books specifically for that purpose. They're Spider-Man. They're a fun read, all 6 of them. I only have one cover shown here, but it's all 6 of them. Any one of them is great, especially for stacking, okay? The uncommons are not much more, about 20, 23. So check it out. I think that's my number 10. I already have a bunch of them myself, right? My number 9 pick for best price comic books, okay, is this specific comic book right here, Amazing Spider-Man 14. We just got the Goblin first appearance type, in the Marvel Mighties, and this is the Goblin's comic book first appearance. The reason I'm picking the uncommon is because you get an extra quarter of a Master Collector point. You get half Master Collector points for every uncommon, and you can stack these up. Right now, the price is 35 gems, and it was about 50 gems a few days ago, just before the dip, and the common as well was up around 50. It's dipped down a bit, so this is a great long-term comic in terms of collectability, but also for Master Collector. So that's why I put it at number 9. Okay, let's check out my next one right here, number 8. I still love this comic book as well. This is just for collecting and also a bit of stacking. The Avengers, number 57, first appearance of Vision, one of the most beautiful covers of a comic book that we have in the world. And I put this in my top 10 most beautiful covers, I think it was number 1. And anyway, 37 gems right now, so really, really cheap. It was up around 50 to 55. It's come back down in the dip, so you can grab it now. It's going to go back up to like 50 or so, so that's a good little mini profit. And if you get a few of them, you get the good Master Collector points, right? So that's my number 8 right there. My number 7, okay, now I have these ones. Now these are the new Spider-Man comics as well, okay, and this is really for Master Collector as well. The rare versions of all of those 6 comics are sitting at around 45 to 60 gems a piece. So if you grab one of each, right, you will get 2 points in the future of Master Collector for each one of those. If you stack them, the points diminish, okay, let's be clear. But if you get one of each for 45 to 60 gems right now in the dip, That's a great thing, and they're a great read, and some of the covers are just gorgeous. And this is the rare versions, okay? I really think that those ones are fantastic. You're looking at edition sizes of about 2,300. That's really low, right? And they're great comics, so I put that as well, just for master collector and also for like low cheap value, which is fantastic. Now I've got this one, Ultimate Fallout #4. You know, this is the Miles Morales first appearance. This comic book is so awesome. It barely went down in the dip. It's super solid, which means that, you know, people are holding on to it. It has a bright future. Any of the variations I would pick up for sure, but I love the common and the uncommon because the covers are really close. This one's sitting at 114 gems, okay? It was around 125, you know, it went up to about 148 or so, 149, and then it's just, you know, during this dip, it didn't come down under 100. It stayed steady, and that's a really good sign for long term, okay? So I'm definitely recommending this comic as a best price right now at 114. Definitely worth picking up, okay? And #5, I got my top 5 right now of comic books. Okay, I got Amazing Spider-Man #1. Went down a lot in the dip from about 330 to 200. It's one of the most iconic comic books of all time. I've talked about it a lot, and right now the price is fantastic at around 200 gems. I think everybody who's in VV should have one of these. You know, just think long term. I mean, this is Amazing Spider-Man #1. Enough said, right, Stan Lee? Anyway, #4. Let's go right here. I got Fantastic Four #5, you know, with the first appearance of Doctor Doom. This is the uncommon version. I love the price on this right now. It's $160. It's really close to the common. It's sitting at 5,000 editions only. You get that extra half a quarter of a master collector point if you own this one. And it still has the original cover, but it's just, you know, decolorized. It's got the Fantastic Four, you know, in color. And it's got, you know, it's a beautiful comic. So I love this one actually, and I love the price, you know, and because the edition sizes are lower, you know, it's a really great one for me. And right now it took like I said, in the dip, it's a great price to get. Just my opinion, okay? Anyway, next one, #3, my top 3. Okay, I got some good ones for you here. This is Journey into Mystery. This is the second comic book that's ever been on the app. First appearance of Loki. This is the rare edition, okay? And it's only going for $225, okay? So the rare edition is really undervalued, you know, in my opinion. You get those 2 master collector points as well, which is really great. This is in the future, not now. We don't have the points yet. But anyway, there's only 2,500 editions of this. I love the way it's colored. I actually have the ultra rare version, okay, which is around like 800-900. This one's only at 225. I think it's drastically undervalued. Just look at Marvel Comics #1. Look at the rare. See how much that one's worth. This is the second comic book on the app. So I really think that this comic book is fantastic. By the way, the common, if you want the common, it's like 70 gems, 70. That one I could have put here, right? But I really like the rare price. It's really great. Okay, so let's get down to my #2 pick. Okay, my #2 pick are any of the new I'm really on these new Spider-Man comics. I think they're amazing and, like, you know, spectacular. And you know, those are the names of the covers, right? Anyway, so anyway, these are the secret rares. Okay, so the secret rares of each one of those 6 are sitting at between 440 to 600 gems each for the secret rares. Now you get like 6 master collector points if you own a secret rare. Okay, so that's amazing. You know, you just can only own one, then they start to diminish. But anyway, this is only 600 editions. They're beautiful covers with the black suit Spider-Man, symbiote Spider-Man, right before. If you look at actually the timeline of these comic books, the Amazing Spider-Man, they're in the 290s. Amazing Spider-Man 300 was the first appearance of Venom. That's when stuff started to happen. So he's got the black suit on all the covers, really gorgeous. And like I said, they're secret rares. The best secret rares, I think, for comic books you can get in the app, like, period, right now. Spider-Man secret rares. Anyway, I could harp on about it all day. I could make a whole video just about these, right? But anyway, I put it as my #2 because they're such a great price. But my #1 comic, okay, my #1 comic right now for price, I mean, it's a big one, so it's a lot of gems, but I think it's drastically undervalued, and I think this is a great time. And let me just show it to you right here. Let me just not hesitate. It's Daredevil #1 secret rare. Okay, now this is a big time comic in the real world. Daredevil #1. Daredevil is getting his whole jump start in the MCU, as everyone knows. And, there's only 600 editions. It sits at 3,300 gems. And the reason why I put it as a great price to start off February is because this was up around 4,000 or just over 4,000, like not very long ago. And because of the big drops you've had, it's dipped a little bit. But this comic book is going nowhere but up, okay? So secret rare, okay? You want to pick up the common, that's great. Uncommon as well, because it's famous. But the secret rare maintains the original cover art of like how he's jumping, on the cover. So it's really, really great. It's not so drastically different if you're a comic book lover. And it's sitting at 3,300 gems. Like I said, it's the savings, right now of about 700 or 800 to get this secret rare. I think it's, it's a high-end collectible. So, like it's not cheap, but I think it's the #1 deal that you can find right now. Anyway, so let me just quickly run through it again. I got Daredevil secret rare. I got the secret rares of the recent Spider-Man comics. They're all super cheap right now at a good price. You got the Journey into Mystery rare. Okay, we got Fantastic Four uncommon. I love this one with Doctor Doom. The price is $160, which I think is super cheap. You got Amazing Spider-Man 1. I probably put him on every list I ever have because it's such a great comic, right? And this comic right here, super steady. Miles Morales, first appearance. Okay, and then like I said, you got the rare versions of those 6 Spider-Man comics, okay? And then we got, the Vision cover right here, amazing at the price that it is. It's down about 15 or so gems. You got Amazing Spider-Man 14, the uncommon, great for stacking, and first appearance Goblin. And then, like I said, any of the Spider-Man commons or uncommons, the first 6, you could just have those ones for stacking. They're 15 to 20 gems. Great deals right now. Anyway, let me know what you think about my list. Hopefully, you have some gems to be able to go and grab some of this stuff. Think ahead, right? Think master collector. That's what I'm doing for sure. Let me know if there's any comics that you think are better that you saw that have a great price. You can share them in the comment section. Let's be social. Let's talk about this. Let's give each other tips and pointers. For sure. Leave a like if you like the video, and you can subscribe too if you want, or you can just come back watch another video. That'd be cool too. I have my Instagram in the description down below. If you want to follow me there, I'll follow you back, and you can follow me in the app as well. I'm MyCollectables CA in the app because I'm following everybody there as well. Anyway, hope you liked the video. Hopefully this gets you started off for February. There's going to be better deals coming up for sure. I'll do more videos about it. But, this is the comic book stuff. I love comic books. Hopefully you do too. Okay, happy collecting. We'll see you in the next video.